you for having me.
Now, I understand you brought some friends tonight. Tell me
Yes,
about
I
this.
did. I was actually on my way out onto the stage, and I thought, what's the first thing that I should mention on the show? And I had already forgotten that I had my friends in the audience again for the third time. Because the story behind these friends that are here with me is that 7 years ago, I worked it out 7 years ago, when I wasn't considering acting, I wasn't involved in the business, I was a waitress at a restaurant.
Right.
My friend who was a cook, he was one of the cooks in the restaurant, he used to always say to me, one day, you're gonna be famous. And when you are, not if you are, when you are,
right,
you have to promise that when you go on Jay Leno, you will say my name. So, 7 years later, I get hired on Lost. I get invited onto your show, and I call this friend up, and I'm like, oh my goodness, you're not gonna believe what happened. I'm going on to Leno, and I'm gonna say your name. So he goes out, he calls all of his friends. At the restaurant, he writes on like bills and on to-go boxes, watch Leno, I'm gonna be on Leno tonight. This girl's gonna say my name. And I blanked out and I forgot to mention his name. So every friend, every family member was like, that girl doesn't know you. You were completely full of crap. I got invited onto your show again, and I forgot again.
Really?
The second time.
Oh, man.
So then I had to call and have this groveling message left on his answering machine, like, I am so sorry, I'm the worst friend in the world. He wouldn't take my calls. He was so angry with me. So this time I called him up and I was like, you're gonna be on Jay Leno with me. So my friend David Gass.
Where's David? Now, did he say that to all the waitresses? I mean, if you were not even thinking of being in acting, where did that come from? Was it a premonition?
You know, I think what it was, remember, I don't know, I think I told you one time that there was this modeling scout that scouted me on the streets of Kelowna, and I was like, I'm not interested in that. I think it was that triggered him, and he was like, as if you're not going to do that one day, as if you're not going to be famous one day. And I think he's just an intuitive guy.
Wow, okay. No, well, did you enjoy waitressing? Like, he's starting his own applause. You're not going to get applause for that. Okay, I love that. You say, I think he's an intuitive guy. He goes, and the whole on, he says, no, you're not. She's beautiful. So tell me about being a waitress. Did you like that? Was that fun?
I loved being a waitress.
Really?
I actually, like, at times I think right now in the acting gig, man, I just like to go back and be a waitress for a few weeks and just have fun serving tables again. And I liked it. I really liked it.
We got a town full of those people.
And they all want to wring my neck.
They're all
right
sitting
now.
going, you
I
bitch.
hate you.
Sitting there ringing up the thing in the bar. You bitch, shut up. No, why? What did you like about it? Well, you're a friendly person, right?
I do, and I really like serving people, and I like the challenge of, I always thought, okay, I didn't have money. I had no money.
Right.
I was a broke student. So I thought, when I go out for dinner, I've saved up, and this means something to me. It's a really big deal.
Right.
So I want these people to come who it's a big deal, it's a part of their week, to really feel special, and I want them to feel taken care of. So I used to do things like, if somebody ordered something that wasn't on the menu, let's say someone ordered a mojito.
Right,
you know what that is? It's like a gin with mint,
okay.
yeah, all that. And we didn't have mint in the restaurant. I would take it upon myself to have somebody take over my serving section, and I would run to like a local grocery store and pick up mint and run back to the restaurant and have the bartender make up a mojito, and then I'd bring it to them and I'd be like, just so you know, we actually don't carry this, so you can't have it normally, but I went to the store to get you the stuff.
Wow.
And it was a fun challenge. I liked that. That was what made it fun.
But how about like the creepy, hey, baby?
Yeah.
You get the 56-year-old drunken talk show host. Would you like to be on TV? Yeah, I like a mojito. I like it with a little extra mint in it, baby.
Stop, it's freaking me out.
You must have had a few of those.
Flashbacks.
Yeah, exactly. Did you get any of those?
I had too many of them. I actually worked for those. We worked at this restaurant. There was all, you know, they hired all the cute girls and all the cute boys, and they just liked watching girls walk around with trays and bend over to pick up the stuff they dropped and stuff. So my bosses one night, they were sitting in my section. I was the last person left at the restaurant, closing down the restaurant, and they're getting drunk on tequila shooters.
All right.
So I have to put up with these guys being rowdy and being obnoxious and flirting with me. And at the end of the night, I brought them their bills. And one of my boss's friends was so ripped out of his mind, he couldn't read the bill. He's staring at it, and he's trying to make out the numbers. So he turns to me and he says, I can't read this, you fill it out. well, it's a credit card receipt where I have to fill out the tip. And I said, sir, I can't fill that out because you have to put my tip on there, and I can't fill that out for you, and I can't sign the card for you. He goes, you write in your tip, and you sign the card for me. I'd put up with a lot of crap that night. Yeah. His bill was $300, and I put in a $150 tip.
Well, that's... Well, now what happened? Wow. Well, there you go. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, except
I see why you like being a wait. What happened?
Next week, I got a call from the boss. Like, my friend just called me. He got his credit card receipt. What happened that night? And I said, you deal with it. It was your drunk friend.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Be right back. More with Evangeline right after this. Thanks.
Way you move,
Multiply your possibilities. Introducing Intel Core 2 Duo, the world's best processors.
In 2 days, The Guardian is a powerful, exhilarating, thrilling adventure that dives right into the heart and soul of a true hero. It's an unforgettable motion picture experience. The Guardian, rated PG-13, Friday.
What is that?
Oh, it's a copycat. Yeah, Fluffy's gonna save us a boatload on color copies. Aren't you, girl?
You need an easy button.
Now get color copies for just 39 cents at Staples. That was easy.
There's an accident in this country every 5 seconds. Allstate thinks that's too often. So they have rewards to encourage you to drive safely. Now, for each year you go without having one of these, you'll get $100 off your deductible. It's called Deductible Rewards. It's time to make the world a better place to drive. That's Allstate stand. Are you in good hands?
Tonight on Conan, Billy Bob Thornton, the indomitable Mr. T, and some special audience amenities. Tonight on NBC. This week, Dane Cook hosts the season premiere of Saturday Night Live with musical guest The Killers. It's the season premiere of Saturday Night Live this week.
Ben Spano's Furniture Showcase showrooms are having a half-price sale. For a limited time, buy a sofa, sectional, or occasional chair, and you pay only half price. If you're thinking of new furniture for your home, this is the best time to buy at Furniture Showcase. Many styles and fabrics to choose from. Complimentary design service available during the sale at any of the 3 Furniture Showcase showrooms.
You can count on it.
We've come to the birthplace of gridlock with 2 cars and 1 goal. Get off the island first. The new 303 horsepower Lexus GS 350. You can't lose. See Lexus of Las Vegas.
The great race to fill your space ends soon at RC Willey. Hurry in and enter to win one of 5 $5,000 RC Willey gift cards. Plus, enter to win a 7-day Cancun vacation. RC Willey can fill every space in your home. This sofa is just $3.99, and this leather sofa is $7.99. This 5-piece dining set is $4.99. Lazy Boy recliners from $2.99. Save on bedroom sets, home office, and entertainment centers. This 3-piece rolling luggage set is just $5 with any purchase of $2.99 or more. Hurry, the race to fill your space ends soon at RC Willey. One place, so many possibilities.
I've been to Iraq twice, and I've seen firsthand the sacrifices our men and women in uniform make every day in the war on terror. I fought to strengthen our military and improve their quality of life. America's heroes risk their lives every day, and they need to count on our support. We're bringing a new veterans hospital right here to Nevada because our commitment to our heroes doesn't end when they come home.
John Ensign, keeping Nevada strong.
I'm John Ensign, and I approve this message.
Watch John Sue, Mitch and Tom, weekday mornings.
Welcome back, talking to Evangeline Lilly. Every time we're here, we talk about your driving. How many accidents have you had now? This is astounding.
I think the running total is 10.
10? That's unbelievable.
And I wonder why it always gets talked about.
Well, most people don't have 10 over 2 or 3 lifetimes.
I know. But, you know, I haven't had one recently. I've had close calls recently, but I actually haven't had an accident.
Really?
There was probably the closest incident I had recently was in Hawaii. There was an English paparazzi guy who came out, and he was following me everywhere I went from my house. He would just sit outside my house, wait, and then he just followed me wherever I went.
Right.
And I decided one day that I was fed up with him and I was going to lose him. And with my driving record, I probably shouldn't be pulling this crap, but I ended up running 3 red lights in a row to get rid of him. But I lost him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost him, and I didn't hit anybody.
Now, what kind of car were you driving? What were you?
It wasn't the easiest car to maneuver. I remember how I told you that story about the big silver truck of my girlfriend's that I drove into the catering truck on set?
Right.
Well, I was in that truck again, and she was in the car with me. The poor thing has had a heart attack 600 times with me in the car. I'm always driving because she drives so slow and drives me crazy.
She drives slow. I guess she doesn't run any red lights.
Yeah. She does that safe thing.
Yeah, be careful. Now, I know you're recovering from an injury. What'd you do? You hurt your foot? What happened this time?
I am perpetually walking onto set with coral wounds on my feet. So my feet are always pussing and bleeding all the time from my coral wounds. And I actually did a red carpet event in a pair of sandals recently with this big white bandage across my toe. And everyone was asking me about it. But coral wounds are serious. People don't take them seriously. But coral wounds...
And neither do you. You stepped on the same one twice, apparently.
I don't step on them. Okay, here's what happens. I've been trying to work this out because it's always my feet.
Right.
And I've realized it's not when you fall off your surfboard, because that would be your head. Thank goodness I haven't done that yet. But it's always when you're getting back on your surfboard, because you kick to get back onto it and push up, and I always kick my feet into the coral.
Okay, then that can be pretty serious, right?
Yeah, absolutely. If there's some people who have had coral wounds that are bad enough that they actually go into the bloodstream, and if they're affected, you have to amputate. Yeah, it's not a nice thing.
No, you don't want that.
No.
All right. Now tell us about Lost is Back On. This is a huge show. I'm always curious. You got on the internet, and there are like thousands of theories. Did you follow that? Do you ever kind of check in just to see what people are saying about you?
I never did until just a few nights ago.
Yeah.
Probably maybe even a week ago.
Right.
I couldn't sleep, so I decided to do something that required no intellectual power and no physical power. So I lay in my bed, sat in front of the computer, and I Googled all this stuff on Lost and went onto the official websites. I was terrified.
Really?
There is some freaky stuff out there. Really, really weird stuff out there.
About you?
About me. There's actually a theory that on the show I am actually an other, which really weirded me out. I thought, where does that come from? They think Kate's an other because she's not afraid of the others, and she popped out of the bushes in the first scene instead of coming from the plane crash, and all these weird theories.
But you could be another. You don't know yet.
I don't know. I don't know. And actually, at the end of season 2, I am in company of a lot of others.
Now explain who the others are, so people know.
The others, do you want the really deep theory,
well,
or
the
like
people on like the
theory?
island, right?
They are. They're people who have come out of nowhere on the island, and we don't know if they've always been there or if they crashed like we did. But the cool thing is they're called the others because we don't really know what they are.
Right.
But when you think about that, and I'm going to get a little theoretical now, but when you think about that, everyone is an other. So we think of the others as bad guys because they are people we don't know and recognize, but that's just like us on the street. You're another.
Yeah, like for example,
you could be dangerous.
You would be the other sex.
Right.
But I would be the other sex to you.
Right. Or the survivors are the others to the others, and the others are the others to the survivors.
Look what we're doing. This is a college dorm. We just smoked grass conversation. So what you're saying, like, man, is like the world is like a molecule.
Dude, we're reinventing the world.
And the thing is, Kevin is following this exactly. That's what I'm But anyway, the show premieres October 4th.
October 4th.
And we will check it out. Oh, it's a pleasure. Thank you very much. Evangeline Lilly. We're right back with Magic Johnson right after this.
Under the weather this cold season, try Sudacare Shower Soothers. Each tablet instantly releases non-medicated aromatic vapors to help you feel comforted. Inhale the soothing eucalyptus. Envelop yourself in comforting menthol. Experience the way Sudacare Shower Soothers makes you feel while you shower. Sudacare Shower Soothers. Shower yourself in comfort. And now, experience new Vanilla Mint Shower Soothers.
Friday! A bottle at last was saved! Now you'll get to know another achievement of our Western civilization.
Oh, yes, sir.
I'll just pour the liquid into the sea and I'll send a message in the bottle.
Robinson, this is Red Bull. Much better than a message in a bottle.
Red Bull? You can't swim on a bull, Friday. We need a ship.
Not swimming, Robinson, flying. Have you never heard? Red Bull gives you wings.
Oh, now what are we going to eat?
Oh, didn't I mention I'm a cannibal?
Now that was a dinner party. I wish there was a way we could do this faster.
You know, I got an idea. Let's go crack open your computer and take out some of the high speed. Holy.
Have you stopped sleeping as well as you used to? Do you wake up before you want to and then just toss and turn? Maybe it's time to ask your doctor if Lunesta's right for you. For a limited time, you're invited to take the Lunesta 7-Night Challenge. Ask your doctor how to get 7 nights of Lunesta absolutely free and see if it's the sleep aid you've been looking for. Lunesta helps you fall asleep quickly, so take it right before bed. Be sure you have at least 8 hours to devote to sleep before becoming active, because Lunesta will help you sleep all through the night. Until you know how you react to Lunesta, you should not drive or operate machinery. Do not take Lunesta with alcohol. Most sleep medicines carry some risk of dependency. Side effects may include unpleasant taste, headache, drowsiness, and dizziness. Hurry! The Lunesta 7-Night Challenge is only available until the end of October. Get your coupon at lunesta.com. And ask your doctor today.
Grab Old Navy's new cargoes, starting at $25.
Ready for an all-new NBC Thursday? It starts with My Name is Earl and Joy going to the big house.
Excuse me.
And her only hope is Burt Reynolds.
Aged to perfection.
Then a brand new episode of The Office with the return of Jim.
Product, the Progadol. My son returns.
And after the night's biggest deal, John Stamos returns on an all-new ER.
What'd you say?
My Name is Earl, The Office, Deal or No Deal, and ER. All new Thursday on NBC.
It's Steelin' Doug's last roll. The final sale at Douglas Nissan. 06 Nissans at used car prices with no payments till spring 2007. 06 Xterra, just $188 a month with a $500 Big 5 gift card or $500 in accessories when you buy, plus $1,500 cash back. 06 Altimas, $2,750 off or just $98 a month, plus $500 in gas. 06 Titans, $4,500 off or just $188 a month. No monthly payment, gift cards or accessories, free gas. The final sale at Douglas Nissan. Doug's last roll, your last chance.
Welcome back. My next guest, one of the greatest basketball players ever to have played the game, is also a hugely successful entrepreneur. His foundation is now hosting Magic Evolution, celebrating 25 years of business success. Please welcome Earvin Magic Johnson, ladies and gentlemen.
No, this is the first time. But my
wife and my son, my wife Cookie, and my son EJ is a big fan of your show.
Say hello to them for me.
I will.
I feel like a midget.
And they wanted me to ask you, how do you feel eating like the berries and nuts, wild boar, and all those type of things? I had to ask her that, Jeff.
As opposed to like the M&Ms at Crafty
Exactly.
and the lattes they bring us on set.
How does that work out?
Oh, it's all really good. I'm used to camping. I love camping and roughing it, so all that stuff is right up my alley.
Okay, I'm good. Now I'll be a great dad and a great husband at home now.
That's right, that's right. And if you talk to her anymore, your wife is going to go, hey!
That's right.
I got to ask you something. We lost the world championship basketball. We lost to Greece.
Yes.
How does that? I mean, Greece is a fine country. I like the falafel. But how does that happen?
You know, we are not doing well right now in terms of the Olympics we lost. Now we lose in the world championship. And the guys are not committed, and they're not taking these countries seriously enough to really compete. I'm talking about at a high level.
Yeah.
And you got to give 150%. You just can't now give 100%.
Right.
And I think that we have to play better as a team. And then I think that the best players got to come back and recommit to this Olympic team in the World Championships. Because if we don't, I don't know if we can win. And then I want to clear something up to everybody out here. There's only been one dream team.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So.
Well, let me ask you about that. Because we do seem to be bad at teamwork. We have a lot of stars, but we don't have a star team. Are young players selfish now? Is money ruining it?
Well, money is a part of it, but what's happening is that we don't want to get outside of ourselves in order to make the team better. See, when we all played, Michael, myself, Larry Bird, and so on, we didn't care who scored the points. We didn't care who name was in the paper. Only thing we cared about was winning.
That's because all your names were in the paper.
No, but it's true. But now, what happens is we throw a bunch of individuals together, and then we don't play as a team. And we don't really understand who we're playing against, too, because that's important, who you're up against. And these guys can really shoot the basketball. And one thing about international teams, they really play well together.
Right, right.
And so that's why we've been losing. So we're going to have to get back focused and be disciplined and make sure we understand we can't take anybody lightly, because Greece just proved to us that any of those teams now can beat the United States if we don't play the way we're supposed to.
No, as a coach, what did you notice? Did you notice a change among young players?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah?
Don't bring back. It's two things you can't never bring back.
Yeah.
The magic hour and coaching.
Yeah.
Because those were my two worst experiences in life, right?
Really?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So now you bring back coaching. Man, Jay, you're making me sweat up in here. I hated that 16-game experience because, see, I'm a guy, I would do anything to win, anything it takes to win. But I came into coaching for the Lakers 16 games. We had so many selfish guys, so many individuals who didn't even care about winning. They just cared about how many points they were going to score.
Right.
And so I couldn't wait till that season ended so I could walk into Dr. Buss' office and say, Dr. Buss, I retired from coaching.
Yeah.
Because I never wanted to be a coach. I always wanted to be an owner.
Because I remember a coach told me one time that he was going to fine his team every play $10,000 if they didn't wear a tie when they flew. Because he thought the team, you probably know who I'm talking about, but he said the team looks sloppy when they fly. I want you to look good. If you don't wear a tie, it's $10,000. And he said a player walked in on the first day and said, here's a check for $175,000. I don't want to wear a tie. And it was all the away game. He goes, what could I do? I made the rule. But they have so much money.
Yes. Well, see, but they get it young.
Yeah.
See, when I first came out of school, I made around $400,000. So now they're making $4 or $5 million a year now. So, and for 5 years, 4 years. So now what happens is, where is there to grow? Why would you want to work on your game if you're making this type of money?
You're set for life
You're
anyway.
set.
Yeah.
So that's the attitude that the guys are taking. So what we should do is go back to the old way, make them earn that type of money, then you wouldn't have that attitude.
Gotcha.
See, because...
Well, see, that's what I think is important. Like, to me, as impressive As impressive as obviously all the basketball stuff is, I'm equally, maybe even more impressed by the business acumen. That's what I think is really cool, is what you're doing, the different businesses. What do you have going now with the you know, to help out in the urban neighborhoods and all?
Well, what I'm doing now is there's not a nationwide minority travel agency. So I started the Magic Johnson Travel Group, giving African Americans and Latino a chance to own, be a part of my travel agency. And that way, what's happening now in the travel agency is home-based agents are the new thing, where you do it from home. You don't have to rent now an office or a building.
Right.
You do it right from home. You have your computers right there. And it's going to be a great thing because now mothers or even young men who want to stay home can now own their own business, and it's right in a box. So we give you everything, and it only costs you less than $5,000 to get started. So it's,
when did you first want to be a bullsman? When did that first
Oh, I had a story similar to yours. See, I used to clean office buildings back when I was about 16, 17 years old. And it had 7 floors. And I would go to my favorite office on the 7th floor. And I had a desk like this. And I would kick my feet on the desk and act like I was the CEO.
Right.
And then I would dream I had an assistant out front. So I would hit the intercom button like I had an assistant out front and said, Sally, would you bring me some coffee and donuts? So I'm dreaming now. So she's coming through the door. So she puts the coffee and donuts down. And now I'm reading the paper like I am the CEO, and I hit it again. You know, for the next 2 hours, I just keep having her come in and out the office. So now I can have about 25,000 people come in and out of the office and bring me some coffee and donuts.
Well, there you go. Good job. Good job.
Bad.
Urban, always a pleasure, my friend.
You.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Be right back with Aaron Neville right after this. Magic Johnson.
Tonight on Conan, Billy Bob Thornton, the indomitable Mr. T, and some special audience amenities. Tonight on NBC.
It doesn't matter where we're from.
Good morning, West Texas.
We all dream
You ready?
of something bigger.
Get up.
Every day counts. One night matters. Friday Night Lights premieres Tuesday, 8/7 Central on NBC.
Weather when you want it.
Weather when you need it.
News 3 is watching out for you with 3 different ways to get your local forecast.
Weather Plus, 24 hours a day on Cox Digital Channel 124 or KBBC.com and during your favorite Channel 3 newscasts. News 3, the weather team that's watching out for you.
Hey, what happens in Vegas may stay in Vegas, but what happens on my show, well, you can check it out at 10 on Channel 3.
Watch Rachel Ray weekdays at 10 only on Channel 3.
Did you know not only is Godden Porsche the exclusive certified pre-owned dealer in Las Vegas, Godden Porsche is the #1 dealer in the nation. Don't settle for imitations. Come to Godden for an incredible selection of Porsche-approved Boxsters, Cayennes, Caymans, and 911s. The high-quality standard of a pre-owned Porsche, plus 6-year, 100,000-mile warranty, and complimentary roadside assistance. Exclusively at Godden Porsche, 7200 West Sahara.
Ka by Cirque du Soleil, where the action and the stage come alive in a 3-dimensional journey. Explore a world where the impossible happens every night. Only Cirque du Soleil could create an adventure so big, you have to see it to believe it. Ka by Cirque du Soleil, only at MGM Grand. Tickets available at ka.com and mgmgrand.com.
I'm John Porter. I'm running for Congress, and I approve this message.
When Tessa Hafen came to Nevada a few months ago to run for Congress, she showed up with some Washington ideas. Hafen opposes legislation that would strengthen our borders and hold illegal aliens accountable for breaking our laws.
I think the House bill was too narrow-minded.
So what does Tessa Hafen support? A plan that allows illegal aliens to collect Social Security and even waives criminal penalties for identity theft. Tessa Hafen, Washington ideas, wrong for Nevada.
Give me the works. Give me Tire Works.
We're not your typical tire company. We're your total car care source. Tire Works can help you turn this into this. Right now, it's time for our end of summer special. For a limited time only, buy any 4 tires and get a free oil change. Choose select tires for rebates up to $50 and you'll get a free tire alignment inspection. Take advantage of our lifetime balance and free rotation on all tire purchases. Tire Works, with 6 convenient locations.
Give me the works. Give me Tire Works.
A lot of brilliant engineering went into making the Toyota Tacoma famously tough. Of course, a lot of brilliant engineering also went into making the interior really nice. Get $500 customer cash on a new 06 Tacoma. Toyota, a smart way to keep moving forward.
News 3's Jim Snyder digs deeper, watching out for you.
All righty, my next guest, 4-time Grammy-winning singer, whose latest CD is called Bring It On Home, the Soul Classics. It is right there. He's currently on tour. He'll be performing in St. Petersburg, Florida, the Mahaffey Theater on October 1st, and Atlantic City at the House of Blues on the 6th. Please welcome the man with the voice of an angel, Aaron Neville.
Sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. She's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away. And I know sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. She's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away. Wonder this time where she's gone. I wonder if she's gone to stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Oh, she's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away. And I know she's gone. Oh, it's not warm when she's away. Oh, ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Oh, she's always gone too long. Oh, anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Oh, anytime she goes away. Yeah, 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 yeah.